because that's what gives me my gusto.
I know. Just all the energy in the room gets sucked out otherwise.
Yes, I can hear it.
Hey.
Alright.
Success.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of words, recorder of videos, and tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live stream to Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. I'm joined as always by my good friends Chris, playing the noir detective, human inquisitive rogue wizard Mannix.
The music is still very loud for me.
I don't hear music anymore.
I don't hear it at all.
What music?
It just
On
never
YouTube?
stopped playing for me. There we go. Now it's stopped.
That's my gift to
It
you.
literally was,
Oh.
it's been playing this entire time.
You think I'm just
Hello.
incompetent. Heather, playing the wickedly silent but deadly half-drow assassin rogue Celeste.
Hello.
Rochelle, playing the
Where's my
popular and
cheesecake?
charismatic Triton Bard of Whispers, Gillian.
Hello.
Raymond, joining us hopefully later tonight, playing the heedlessly brave Turtle Battlemaster Fighter Rogue, George. And Reese, playing the undead, hating, animal-loving Hill Dwarf Druid of the Moon, Theron.
You know, I want to scream out how excited I am to be here to show you how much energy I have, but
Take it down a notch.
I have a 3-year-old sleeping right above me, so
Worth it.
the volume can only be so high.
Also, you have never screamed out enthusiastically in your entire life.
Oh!
That's why you'd be surprised.
Never? Your wife is saying never?
Getting a little called out.
There are implications there that are troubling.
I mean, she's not wrong.
We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday evening. Catch up on previous
What was
episodes.
it you told me
Oh,
your
my-
name meant, Reese? Just, your name means like,
YouTube
what was it?
page.
Enthusiasm or something?
As
I mean,
well as
enthusiasm in Welsh, I think.
read weekly session recaps at RogueWatson.com. Watch my behind-the-scenes, no players allowed live series, Crafting Annihilation on Thursday mornings. If you would like to support the channel, go to patreon.com/RogueWatson. Shout out to Platinum patrons Andrew, Richard, Joe, Will, Tiny Dancer, Nick, and Rivzung. Gold patrons RPG Papercrafts, Charming Grenade, Pretty Boy, and Yuma, Marcos De Vicente, Gilberto, Sean, AK, Cert2B, Adam, Dead Lizard Lounge, and Sam. Thank you all very much for your support. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net. For video chat, we use Discord. And for marriage counseling, we always use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs.
We'll
Talk
live
about
stream
Reese's
that
enthusiasm
too.
tonight.
Streamlabs just added that function. It's really nice. it's just a tab. It's just you just send
It's
some
that
money.
DLC.
Yeah, the marriage counseling DLC. Previously on Tomb of Annihilation, emerging from the spider-filled
I'm ready now.
tunnels, the party was surrounded by a troop of hardened but injured albino dwarves. Before things could
How hard
escalate,
were they?
Musharib recognized his sister Scythe. These were the last survivors of the dwarves who had fled into the tunnels when the fire newts conquered their home. When the kobolds arrived in the mine, they'd become stuck between the two forces. The siblings were glad to be reunited, and Scythe was impressed that they had fought their way through the mine and defeated the dragon to make it this far. She implored the PCs to liberate their home, Hrakhamar, a forge built directly inside a volcano. Theron worked to heal several of the injured dwarves, and Scythe sent 2 of her healthiest warriors to accompany them as they traveled the final few miles of the minecart track, the caves opening before a river of magma. Red-skinned humanoid lizards mounted atop large beaked dinosaurs were watching the cart track, but the party managed to slip down the dark tunnel to the east thanks to Theron's Pass Without Trace spell. Billowing black smoke spilled out of a side cave, and Theron and Celeste went in to investigate. Celeste succumbed to the smoke while a pair of mephits emerged to attack. Our heroes responded in kind, though one of the mephits begged for mercy, which Celeste granted. The minecart tracks turned toward the north, and the party was faced with another mounted guard overlooking a bridge over the Magma River. Mannix failed to paralyze with a spell scroll, but Celeste used a darkness to momentarily blind the guard. Everyone quickly but quietly scurried across into another tunnel. The sudden darkness was suspicious, and a pair of guards close to the forge moved to investigate, with one heading down the party's tunnel. They quickly sprang into action, George grabbing with his vine sword, Mannix muffling their mouth with mage hand, Theron and Celeste swiftly cutting them down. Gillian then stood over the body and captured the shadow to assume the new form. All 5 of you can have inspiration for that excellent sequence.
Yay!
All right.
Yep. One of you said the DM does not giveth occasionally.
Although I'm always wary of it, as you're gonna need it.
Yeah. He really only ever hands it out on the episodes that we actually need.
What?
Uh-huh.
So you find yourselves in the tunnels. It is very hot and sweaty. You've got a river of magma behind you. And what sounds like a lot of metalworking, clanging, hammering, smelting, smoking. Yeah. Forge shit that you can hear and smell very, very close by. If you can't see already, you are in the pretty much right smack dab in the middle of this map.
Right. Yes.
Which most of you, even those without dark vision, should be able to see because there is light billowing from the magma river from the tunnel you just came in, and then also probably some from the other end of the tunnel. So the tunnel you're in is probably a little dark, but you've got light streaming in from other sides just because of the glowing river.
Alright. Can I saddle up to the edge here and peek around?
Sure, I will let you get a peek in there. When you come out and look, you see immediately a guard who is dressed in chainmail and has a sword that looks like it is glowing red hot from blade to hilt. And they are conversing with a mounted guard on top of one of those strange beaked dinosaur beasts. And looks like they're about to turn around and head kind of up in your direction.
Uh-oh.
Fabulous chicken.
And then you can see from your point of view real quick too, the path curves to the north, which is where it looks like all the smelting sounds are coming from. And then the tunnel, there's another tunnel that extends to the west into darkness. And then the south is just open to the magma river.
Okay, do we know which way we need to go? Like, where are we trying to get to right now? Do we know?
I mean, we're trying. I believe we're trying to reclaim this forge from these newts. So
we're just trying to, like,
kill them
kill
all. I
everyone?
suppose. Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
now I especially don't know why the hell I'm dressed like one of them. We're gonna kill them anyway.
or convince them to leave by murdering their king. That's how that works.
I mean, it worked with the kobolds. We murdered the dragon and they ran up.
Tell them the forge isn't theirs anymore.
So yeah, I'll relay this information back to the gang
Yeah.
and say, I don't know.
I don't know what to do.
We can wait for them to pass or try to lure them into our lair.
I'm just gonna start walking because I look like one of them. So I'm gonna cast
I'm gonna
light.
step back.
Comes just immediately brazen and just wanders off. I'll be fine.
You start planning and realize Gillian's just not there anymore.
I'm casting a light on something that I have on me, I guess. And I'm just gonna start venturing out here. And what are these? They're like miners.
Oh, man.
Or something?
So Gillian, you recall that they have this one had a weapon that appeared to be glowing red hot. So you could probably cast it on your sword and try to make it look like that's just kind of.
Absolutely, that's
This-
what I'm gonna do,
yeah.
and make it look like it's glowing like them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of you, see?
So I do that, and then I'm like doing my pretending to do like the work that they're doing. Pickaxe,
there are a lot of them,
whatever we have.
Okay, as soon as you step out and you look like one of these strange red-skinned amphibians. There's another reminder for everyone what these creatures are looking like.
Right.
This looks like the basic one. The guards seem to be wearing actual like armor over their skin, and then the mounted ones seem to even have a stranger garb on. It looks more like religious or ceremonial or something. Gillian, as you step up, you can see a vast smelter to your north. This enormous rectangular chamber is a working smelter. A rectangular pit in the center of the room is filled with molten iron. 6 devices of dwarven design and make arranged around the pit siphon off the liquid metal and draw out the impurities. A smaller pool in the southeast corner holds what appears to be molten silver. And then you can see all the numerous creatures that look like that weird cross between a humanoid amphibian and pure fire are working at the machines. You can also watch as a crane carries a glowing lump of metal up into another room where you can hear the sharp ringing sound of hammers on anvils. When you see all this, you see another one who looks very similar to you saddle up right next to you and just turns towards you.
Oh God, he just like really caught on to me fast.
And just kind of looks over and so we determined you can understand like basic.
Well, hold on. But we were trying to figure this out as we ended. But we also determined I have tongues. Is that the one?
Okay.
I have
You got the charm that can let you cast tongues, yeah.
tongues.
Okay.
Yes, which is like a limited use thing, but I have 2 uses. So
Okay.
I can understand any language I hear, and any creature that knows at least one. I think it's just a 2-way thing.
Universal translator. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you cast that on.
Myself.
Okay. Yeah, you cast it on yourself, so you can.
I'm casting out myself. I'm
Okay.
not just like reaching out and touching this guy.
Right.
I'm
Okay.
casting out myself. Yeah.
All right. So you cast that on, and when it turns to you, you understand the language, and it sounds like a weird, scratchy, smoky, the language of fire, if you will. And he just kind of looks at you and says, "What was that all about?"
What was what all about?
Yes, I say it was some kind of blackness. Did you see anything? Was it dwarves?
Oopsie.
I haven't seen anything, but I think me.
Uh
And I'm gonna
Losing her.
just-
Hold on, go back.
oh. Oh, you're right. Sorry, you froze for a second.
You froze
Oh,
after.
freeze. Oh, I'm telling him. I think I didn't see anything in this direction, but I heard something funny coming from over there, and I'm gonna point just in the hallway directly across from us.
Okay.
I think I saw something that looked vaguely dwarfish over that direction.
Vaguely dwarfish.
They grunt and just kind of shrugs and says, "Oh, check it out." And starts walking over there.
You know what? I'm gonna go get some more help. I think we might need some reinforcements. So are like dwarves, like these guys' enemies? Is that what we think?
Yeah, I
They
guess
really
these.
don't like dwarves.
Yeah. The Musharib's people specifically, yeah, the white dwarves.
Or just anyone, not
Prob
them.
got that probably.
So
They probably don't like most.
yeah, the dwarves were here in this forge. They took over this forge, kicked the dwarves out, and then they've actually been fighting with the dwarves, kind of since then. As some of them have fled into the tunnels and have been trying to fight back unsuccessfully.
Okay. Hey, before I go up north, do I know anything about what this thing, this Yoshi-looking thing down here is?
Let's
Memory banks.
let's see if you can figure out what that is. That is the mounted creature that one of the guards appears to be using. You
The
can.
featherless chicken?
You can give me a nature check to try to figure out what you know about this odd creature.
The featherless chicken.
Featherless chicken. A Yoshi creature.
Oh.
It's Yoshi.
It looks like just another dinosaur to you, Gillian. You have no idea what this is all about. It's got a full-on
Okay.
like saddle and everything on it, though. It looks like they are definitely trained mounts, just from glancing at it.
Okay.
It also looks like it has no problem being that close to a river of magma here.
Well, I'm gonna come down here then and talk to this guard. Is the guard also one of these like orange blob things?
Yep. This one looks like it is wearing a different kind of armor that looks more like ritualistic or religious in nature.
Okay. I'll come down here and talk to him, and I'm gonna say, I saw something very suspicious down that direction. I think it might have been the white dwarf.
Where are you pointing when you say that direction?
The same hallway that the guy down.
Oh, okay.
Are we gonna close the hallway and just pump poison gas and get them all in one space?
Just
Tell him you think one of the white dwarf. You saw one of the white dwarves transform to look like, and run down the hallway
to look like what? You broke
to
up.
look like the fire newt.
I think they might be shape-shifting. I think it might be. It just looks like down there. I don't recognize that guy.
I
There's a
heard
dwarf
him
a second
speaking
ago.
dwarvish. I heard him speaking dwarvish.
Give me a deception check, Gillian.
Not bad, not bad. You ever have moments like where we're rolling dice, you just want to start clapping, and go, good roll, good roll.
A polite golf clap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look over at you kind of bored at first, but you kind of get into it about describing this new threat. And they say like, alright, I'll go check it out. You, watch this area until I get back. And
Absolutely, yes.
pulls
sir.
up on the reins in this big beaked dinosaur thing. This kind of goes, "Arrgh!" and he trots over in there.
Okay. Well, those guys are over there now. That's cool. I distracted a couple. But there's also all these guys. Those are a little bit more of a problem. I'm gonna come back and talk to my party and to kind of tell them what I see.
So I've moved some people around.
Newt, a
No,
sidebar,
that is
please.
Do we tell that it's Gillian, or do we just see a fire newt coming into the hallway?
I mean,
Guys, it's me, bagpipe.
that's just what a fire newt would say. Kill it. Yeah, did you guys have any kind of system for knowing it was Killian?
We created a secret handshake.
That's right.
beforehand.
There's an orange blob
Just see what
sign.
color blood it has.
That's right.
Okay.
What
So,
color
guys,
blood do Tritons have?
Yeah, we're about to find out.
The truth will surprise you.
so there are like a shit ton of fire noops north of us, and I think their king is up there because I saw one big-looking guy.
Okay.
But good news is I sent one of them that way with the guard, so now there are fewer of them in that
Okay.
region. So anyone have any advice for me at this point?
We could, yeah, we could. I mean, is Pass Without Trace still on?
Last an hour, right?
It should be on
Let me
still,
check.
yeah.
Okay. We could try to cross this hallway without alerting the room full of newts and kill the ones that are that you led into that one hallway. Just come
Yeah.
up right behind them and
It's an
something on the
hour.
shoulder.
Yeah.
And
That would
maybe
be
we won't
fun.
bring this whole forge room down on us.
Yeah.
So pass without trace is
Real-
just lets you be
Super
sneaky.
stealth. Yeah.
It's a +10 to stealth checks.
Sounds legitimate.
Let's do it. You go ahead,
think-
Gillian. Lead them as far into that tunnel or down away from the forge as you can, and we'll be right behind you.
We swear.
We swear.
They appear to already be pretty far down here.
Okay.
Okay, no, that sounds good. So I'm just gonna go cross and on the other side while they pass.
Okay. Anybody passing definitely needs to give me a stealth check.
Well, you get +10, right?
Yes, you do get +10 to that.
So we're
Do
literally,
all of us need to go past?
if you wanna
Probably
kill
not.
these
There's only
guys.
well, as far as we know, there's only 2 of them down there.
Mm.
Well, I can go check it out, but
So I worry about at least one of us.
The two dwarves back there look at each other. Are we stealthing it again, boss?
I don't think we need to send all of us. Oh, you know what though? I also have sleep. I don't know how well that will work, but we could maybe just go
How long
like
does sleep last?
incapacitate them.
How many hit points does it hit for?
No, that's also true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That'll probably come in handy if we do anger that entire forge room, if it's a bunch of little dudes.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm going
who
across.
doesn't feel comfortable stealthing across this hallway?
Me.
Okay. you be our spotter then there, and you hang out here, and just make sure the forge people don't. I don't know. Give us the owl call if you see people heading down the tunnel.
Sorry, I only know dinosaur at this point.
the dinosaur call. Just a roar.
Yeah.
Try to imitate the featherless chickens. I'm going across.
All right.
Okay,
Yep.
that's a 16, right? That's
It's a 16.
Yeah.
Yep, the 16.
Mine's a 30.
Jesus. You don't you have to be near Theron to make that work? How does that work with Pass Without Trace? Is there like a radius around you?
It's either within 30 feet, or I just had a cast within 30 feet. Let's see.
Oh yeah.
I
is it
am 30 feet away from him right now.
Well, you don't matter. You rolled a freaking 20.
away.
You don't need
It's
magic.
within
Technically,
30
I rolled a
feet.
dime.
The spell, as it's written, doesn't really specify whether you have to stay within 30 feet.
Okay.
And I choose Mannix not to be affected by it.
Just fall flat on my face.
30 feet of you is a +10. For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know the answer. If somebody can Google that, I would say they would have to remain within 30 feet of you. But if Theron was on the edge, I think it would be within 30
Yeah, it would
either
still
way.
count.
Yeah.
I'm always living on the edge.
Yeah, you can easily make it across as long as Theron's kind of at the end of the tunnel. Do you want any of the dwarves to cross or stay back with Theron and George?
I don't think we should risk that.
Yeah,
You
dwarves.
think the three of
the
us
amount
can
of help they're
handle
going to
2
provide
of them?
aren't.
Plus
Dog is
the
snoring so
featherless-
loud. Noma, stop.
So the 3 of us can handle 2 of them and a featherless chicken?
I think so.
And the 4 of us will slink back into the shadows, never to be seen again.
Good luck, assholes.
Good luck.
Close, as you get closer, you can hear the sound of muffled voices, that same kind of weird language, and you can smell a very pungent odor, a very like animal smell.
Okay. Do the voices sound like they're getting closer, or they just sound like they're getting further away?
They're getting closer.
Alright.
Get out there and turn them the other direction before we stab
Yeah.
them in the back.
Yeah, and go turn them around.
Wait, what? What do I have to? Sorry, I was reviewing my spells. What a What do
You
I
gotta
do?
go
Turn back into the fire dude, just looking over a spell book. Killian, we need you.
What am I doing?
You're gonna go distract them and turn them around because they're coming towards us.
Well, no, you heard closer voices because you were going that way.
Oh, Okay. No. I mean, are they coming closer? To us?
Well, okay. We need Gillian to get in there and get them facing away from us. And when they are, we need some sort of code word or sound that means we should move in.
I also have hypnotic pattern, which seems like a very good situation where we can distract them without actually.
Yeah.
Anything. All right.
All right.
Oh,
You
guys,
turn them a direction. You cast
more-
hypnotic pattern. You yell hypnotic pattern as you're casting it.
Hold on. First, I say, "There's more guys up here."
Gillian, as you
Not
walk
just the
in,
two of them.
yeah, you see the mounted guard talking to the same guard you also sent in there, and they're both kind of talking to each other and just saying like, well, they sent me in here. Well, I sent in here too. I don't see anybody. And then you see what looks like a kind of minecart storage area. A lot of minecarts in these side tunnels, various states of disrepair.
Yeah.
All the tracks have gone in here. You also can instantly tell this place is probably used as a stables for these beasts. And you see a number of these beasts tethered up just to very simple leashes, as well as a few more of the fire newts kind of milling about, and just like they're tending to the animals back here. So it seems like a pretty crowded area.
I want to ride one.
Why were you guys were both so excited?
They want to ride fire newt.
I was
birds.
thinking Stampede.
Fire.
Oh.
That too.
Two different ideas.
I want to ride the feathers chicken.
Oh shit! There's a lot of guys back here. Hold on, I gotta do some measurements.
Measurements.
The fire newt walks in and just starts like examining all its brethren. Just
Yep.
you're 30 feet away from you. You're.
Yeah.
No, I'm
I
doing
think
this.
I can
incredibly
get you all together.
Hopefully. I think I will cast Hypnotic Pattern, which is a 30-foot cube, and they have to make a Wisdom saving throw. But I want to do so stealthily so that they don't see that I'm casting it.
Okay, you do have a glowing sword on you that's lighting up this area pretty well. You want to? So they're
We all
starting
have
to
glowing
notice you,
swords,
but
so, right?
if they're starting to notice you now, but if you want to try to get something off right now, I will let you do that.
Well, they're noticing me, but I'm still like a fire.
You are still a fire newt,
so
right?
I'm just like I'm doing all of this, like pretending to be like inspecting, like like the walls and like look at this railroad track. I'm doing my work,
Look
like I'm a
at this wooden
mechanic
pillar.
or something.
Cast spell.
You've inspected
Oh,
it.
that's a great wooden pillar.
Okay, and in the middle of all this, I happen to like cast Hypnotic Pattern in the middle of them.
Okay. Let's see, how big is that
That's a
spell?
Wisdom saving throw.
What is the size of the spell?
It's 30 foot.
Square?
Yeah, it's a 30-foot cube, so it's like in the middle of them.
I don't know if I make it square.
So that would be like the center would be like here ish.
Okay. Let me use this fire one. Let's see. It's not even. So that is not even quite square shaped. Alright, this is a bad idea. Let's draw a square instead. So I need Raymond, he's better at drawing these things. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30-foot cube?
Yeah.
Alright, that is a 30-foot cube. Like there-ish. It's probably hard for you to tell where the cube is, but...
Yes.
Oh.
So it at least gets those 3 fire newts and the guard guy and some horses. Some Yoshi horses. Whatever
Yoshi
you call
horses.
them. I don't know what you call them.
Yoshi
Yoshi horses is what they're called.
Okay. What is the DC I need for this?
14.
Please tell me fire newts are not that
you said there's one guard in there?
Well, I'm actually a little bit confused looking at the graphics. There's definitely one right here, but then look just north of me, it looks like there's maybe another one.
So unfortunately, the only art they have is the one that shows the mounted guard. Those are
Okay,
just the
that
beasts
one's-
themselves. Yeah, unless they have the
Okay.
actual separate token overlaid on top of them, it's just the actual beast.
So from
So-
where I am, I can see 3 fire newts and 1 guard, and then a bunch of horses.
And then a bunch of horses.
I literally forgot what you.
She
called
she
them,
rolled a
so-
1, so you wouldn't know.
You roll a 1, yeah.
You literally like they're
Horses.
just weird horses. Okay, sorry. What was the DC?
All right. As she's going to cast
14.
that,
Okay.
DC 14. As she's casting that, Maddox will be listening. Whisper things to Killian. I know how to dazzle that guard. He's gonna roll a 6.
Why,
Okay.
why are you doing like magic tricks?
He's got his little cards. No, I imagine he actually has like cards that he pulls out of his jacket too.
Cards.
That Mannix
6.
does. Yeah.
Yeah, he throws it at the gun.
He wrote it on there. It's like Johnny Carson, just and you roll the 6.
6.
Yep. All right. Well, I've also got 3 more Striders. There's Raymond. Hello, sir.
Hello.
You'll be happy to know George is still alive.
All right. So
By how
Also-
much?
When this hypnotic pattern thing appears, I'm gonna pretend to also be like hypnotized by it.
okay.
I'm just as hypnotized as you. Oh
Yeah.
no.
All right. So there's 3 regular,
Excellent.
or the warriors, and then the bigger one got rolled the 6 as per Mannix. What was the DC you had?
14.
Okay. So one of them is hypnotically gaze, and then we've got 4 of the dinosaur or the horses, as you call them.
The Yoshis.
That can also be under the effects. So can I just go up on the thing? I don't think so.
Should I be concerned that the horse thingies have a higher whiz score than the fire?
So wise.
That is interesting.
They've seen some shit.
And they failed.
Yeah, and they're rolling pretty bad too.
So the dinosaurs all failed, and there's 2 fire newts that succeeded, right?
That is correct. So out of everything in here, including the fact that Mannix shut 1 down, there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 entities. Only 2 of them succeeded on resisting the hypnotic pattern.
Okay.
So you can explain to me what you're going to do, but at the moment when you cast this, let's see, this is a weird, like, dazzling disco ball of disorientation appears over everybody. And it does the weird opposite effect. Instead of causing a panic with everybody nearby, it subdues them. They just kind of, like, enter this lulled, mesmerized state. Except for 2 of them who immediately grab at their weapons and start looking around and look like they are very concerned and about to shout. So how would you like to react? You're not in combat as of this very second.
Right. So I am also pretending to be hypnotized.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna like mouth out the corner of my mouth because I don't think I have any telepathic abilities. I'm gonna be like, "Oh, go now!" Like the right. So
I heard the
I
signal.
want them to go in and
Is it like
and
darkish?
like surprise. No,
No.
very bright.
Alright.
Mannix has moved himself into a wall.
Uh-oh.
I cast merge with stone. He's just pressed up against his heart.
Oh god.
So then, if we're not in combat, then I don't know if they can like just swing around and get off the surprise attack or whatever. But that's my plan right now. Is to
I'm
be like,
giving everybody a chance to
you
kind of tell
guys
me,
run
yeah,
in.
how they want to do it.
Alright, DM. Here's a question. So
Uh-huh.
the 2 that resisted the sparkly lights, are they facing away from us? Which way are they facing? Are they
At this
facing
point, they're
toward
just
the
kind of
entrance, or-
Yeah, they're just kind of looking around, trying to see what's going on. If you wanted to approach, that would be a stealth check, but
Alright.
I will. Then in that moment, I will use.
Use a mage hand.
You
You
to
know what?
walk
I guess
over
I don't know
behind
why
them.
I'm pretending to be hypnotized. I guess I could have just pretended to be like them and be like, "What the hell just happened?"
Yeah.
I guess
I'm
I
going
could
to
do
use
that
silent
too, so.
image, and on the other side of the room, which I'm still in a wall, so I can't really see it, but on the other side of the wall, I want to make a silent image of like a Merlin wizard waving his hands around.
A what wizard?
A Merlin wizard, a wizard in a big blue pointy hat,
Oh,
just waving his hands around.
okay.
Maybe a dwarf wizard
Where at?
on the other side of the room, facing away from us, so that they look at him.
Okay. Can you see a point you can pinpoint that for me?
I'm in a wall. If you pull me out of the
You
wall,
haven't
perhaps I
removed
can.
him from the wall yet.
There we go. All right, so if I'm coming in there, well, I guess the farthest I can see is like back here, like here. Let's do it like I can't tell which ones are hypnotized and which ones aren't.
I think it's the ones without the little cross sign.
Correct, yeah.
Ah, okay. I try to just as far back into the room as I can, so like back here.
Okay. So you pin right in the middle of the stable of creatures?
Yep.
Okay.
Like a wizard, a dwarf in blue wizard robes comes out and is waving his hands.
Okay.
Or appears.
Uh
Now, Celeste, now you can run in there and stab him in the back.
yeah.
Yeah. So as soon as I see them turn, I beeline it for the closest one that's not hypnotized.
I love that you guys never told the second half of your party what the hell's going on down here. Just left down a dark tunnel.
They chose not to stealth
That's
across
right.
that hallway.
They're keeping watch.
Yes, but we told you.
That's right.
So you put a dwarf wizard image here, and then Celeste, you said you're gonna run up and.
Yeah, I'm beelining it directly to this guy who's not hypnotized, since he's staring at the dwarf wizard in the blue pointy cap.
Yep.
Doing this. So that way he'll be completely surprised by the fact that I'm now behind him and he has a sword sticking out of his chest.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and count what Mannix did and what Celeste did as the surprise round then. And I guess include Gillian. Well, Gillian, I'll let you do one more thing if you want to do anything
Do
after.
I get my attack?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
can
get
I-
to that. I'm just gonna. So during the surprise round, I'm not gonna have it do the surprise round and then we're gonna roll initiative. So Celeste will get her attack off. Mannix is going to cast the wizard illusion, and then Gillian, what would you like to do? Having already cast this.
So then I can also like take a surprise attack, right? Because they don't expect me to be
Yes.
attacking. Because then I'll just go and just like straight up attack this fire newt here. So I would move here and attack him with my rapier and crossbow.
Okay, so we'll have Mannix do his thing first. So he rounds the corner, sees most of the beasts and fire newts kind of dazed, looking at sparkling lights above their heads, casts a dwarf wizard in as far back as he can see, which has an immediate reaction to all the beasts around, who start looking around and making this loud, squawking, angry sound. And then while that's doing it, the fire newts who aren't distracted or who weren't mesmerized look back towards that, and then that's when Celeste and Gillian run up there. So Celeste will let you do an attack first for a surprise round, and then Gillian, and then we will enter combat.
Go assassinate. "26 hits, right?
I believe so.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to roll the damage dice twice because any hit on on a guy who's surprised by me, this counts as a crit.
Okay.
So, oh shit, did I turn the? Yeah, it's on. Okay. God, that's bad. All right, 3d6.
But you get to do it again.
Yeah. Forward slash roll 86 plus 1d8. Do I get my modifier on any of the second roll?
I
Or is
think
it just
stealth
the,
is
like-
just the dice.
Plus another 16. So
All right.
27 plus 7 makes 34.
All right. You run up there, and while this one is turned towards the wizard, as soon as it turns its attention away from your direction, you just flow up into this area and just stab it right in the head. Chunk! And it immediately goes down. Which means, Gillian, if you want to choose
And I
a
hold on to
different...
it too, so that way it's quietly, so it just goes down real quiet.
So let's see.
And
So
I make
5,
sure it
10,
doesn't jostle anybody.
So if I came up here then, because I can still make it to this one up here, then I'll try to attack this guy.
Okay. I'll allow it just because the beast right here is mesmerized currently, the one that you scoot past.
Yeah. So I'm just like sliding past these guys. Okay. Okay. So we'll do my rapier. 22.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So it's 6. And then... Ooh, that was less good.
Not so much on the 8, though. Crossbow bolt goes wide.
Can I still add my psychic blades onto the first
Sure.
hit?
Yeah, with
So that's
bardic
an
inspiration.
extra- What level are we now? We're like 6 or something? 5? So it's a
6.
6? Okay, so it's a 3d6.
Basically a sneak attack.
Yeah. All right. That's solid.
Nice. That is massive damage. But it withstands the trauma, although you did take a lot of damage out of them, ripped off good chunks of the weird red glowing flesh. All right, kids, give me some initiative.
Initiative time.
Damn, Gillian.
She's ready.
I rolled a 23, but I didn't select my thing. Hold on.
What? You did it again. You know what? That's
There
good. You get those 20s off on the initiative. I'm fine with that. Now, this happened. Those of you in the back have kind of... You can definitely see lights going on and attacks being made, and especially the noises that the creatures have made. So, yeah, you guys go ahead and roll initiative like normal, as you can probably surmise the proverbial shit has hit the fan with your compatriots who have delved into the western tunnel. And at least by the loud screaming of the beasts, you know that they might have stirred up a little bit more than they have bargained for. Alright, we're going to start with Gillian.
Okay. Just gonna melee attack again. Rolled a 12.
That is not going to do it. This one looks like it's got that armor on.
I'll try again. Use my inspiration.
Ooh.
Did I get inspiration?
Yes.
Yes, everybody got inspiration. Sorry. For your awesome antics at the end of last session.
Is it 22?
It will. 3. Okay, that rapier actually cuts that one down. Didn't have much left. You got inspiration for your coordinated efforts of taking down that one guard, where you all kind of worked together. Mannix with the mage hand, and you vine whipping, and then Gillian stealing his shadow and all that. That earned you all inspiration. Teamwork makes the dream work, guys.
Okay, so
Alright.
that's like all the guys who are like in this area. But
Now we're
there's
just
a
going
bunch
around
of
slitting throats, right?
dinosaurs now.
Yeah,
I
all
wanna
the
see.
beasts do look very agitated and fearful and looking at you malevolently.
Oh, I probably can't mount one of them then. It sounds like they don't like us very much. I think they're suspicious of us. Okay.
You or the albino dwarf wizard that Mannix summoned there. Either way, they're upset.
I gotta imagine at this point you're like stepping through the illusion, right? Like this is right in the middle.
Probably, yeah.
He tried like.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna come just like up here though, and kind of crouch behind this, like in between these like sleeping dinosaurs,
Dazed
and
ones.
just kind of hide there, and just see if like the other ones sort of don't really mind me at that point, and I'm hiding from the guys I can see up to my northeast.
Give me a stealth check. You hide behind sleeping beasts.
Are these beasts tied up?
Yeah. Oh yeah, aren't they?
Yeah, these ones were, yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
But it
Well, I'll still see if I
They're
can
all
hide
agitated.
here.
cursory glance looks like these are not necessarily
Yeah.
meant to. These are not like chain links or anything. They're just very simple.
Not
course.
super stealthy on my part.
Not super stealthy, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, I guess that's my turn.
Okay. Theron, you have heard some disturbing noises from beyond.
Theron hears the noises and looks over and sees some lights. Looks back. The other Theron says, "So, wanna play some spades?"
Yeah, we got 4 players right here. Some of these
Got it.
dwarves of yours know how to play.
Well,
Dwarven drinking game. Of course they know how.
I guess we could teach them. You got some cards?
no.
Yeah. We're fresh out.
Alright.
The dwarves look to you, Theron, and be like, Is that the signal? Are we ready to attack? What's going on?"
Spades the code word.
I don't think you saw how many enemies were around this corner.
Fire newts are many, but we are strong. Our dwarves.
There's only 3 of us. I don't know what you expect.
It'll be glorious.
Alright, maybe stay back then. Or, you go on up ahead. I'm gonna tell them to sneak across.
Okay, sneak across here.
Yep. And
Roll a persuasion check. Tell them not to go ham.
Hey. Dwarf to dwarf.
Dwarf to dwarf. They look
Dwarves.
mollified.
alright, good. I'm gonna cast Shillelagh.
A lesser cousin of Sheila.
I hope Chris's next character is just named as Shillag.
And then
That's a great
ready,
name for a
It
character.
kind of is.
Ready a bunkin.
Ready a bunkin.
I'm gonna hunker down.
The Shillag
Overwatch.
Bonkin.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. George.
I need a DM ruling.
Oh boy. This is a sidebar with the judge, please.
Teleport yourself to a spot you can visualize.
Uh-huh.
I want to teleport myself on top of Mannix's head. I can see the top
Wait,
of
so you're
his
not
head.
visualizing the physical location, visualizing
Top of
the
your head.
location relative to me?
Whoa.
Yes.
This seems like a genie like tricking you with a wish or something. Like
Yeah,
this seems a little bit
that's-
cheating. What is the
I mean, he could visualize the top of my head, I suppose.
Tell yourself from your current location to any other spot within range, 500 feet. You arrive at exactly the spot desired. It can be a place you can see or one you can visualize, or one you can describe by stating distance and direction. I think I will allow it just because it's not like he's super far away and in a completely unknown territory. You saw him go down this tunnel, so you can probably surmise about what his situation looks like and where his head may be.
So as George is pulling out his cape of mountebank, he yells down the hall, "Sorry, Mannix!" And as soon as the echo comes through, poof.
You
What?
yell that? That's fantastic. Thank you for that.
Oh shit.
And I land on top of his head.
Okay.
And I'll roll off because I cannot occupy.
How heavy is this turtle?
That's probably
I don't
pretty
feel
heavy.
like this.
Yeah, I assume you...
Hence my apology.
Alright, Mannix, you just see a turtle appear in a poof of sulfuric smoke above you and just kind of
Oh god!
do a little roll down on top to stand next to you.
Now, that's an action. That does not say. But yeah, what is it? It's my cape. It's not really a spell.
It's a good question. Have we never done this in combat before?
Nope. Last time I did it, it was
It's through a
teleport.
cage.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it was an action, but it doesn't say.
I mean, what do you say for other like item usage? Because I'm technically using an item.
Well, most of them involve if it's a spell-like effect, most of them just say use an action to do this, to do that.
Cape of the Mountebank is an actual item, and it says while wearing it, you can use it to cast the Dimension Door spell as an action.
Okay.
Which I'm guessing that is the
This is what Dimension Door
description of
does,
Dimension
yeah.
Door. Yeah.
I would say it counts as an action. You still have a bonus action, though.
Oh, I do.
Yes. And you technically still have all your movement as well, because you didn't actually move, you just did an action to teleport.
Right. I don't know how bonus action would work, but I use second wind to get another action.
You could do that.
That way, there's no question that I get it wrong. So anyway, second wind.
Can't argue with what I'm about to do.
I'm a little disoriented, popping up here, but
They're up there, George.
These little-
George.
Adjust your webcam so I can
hypnotized.
see your face better. No, be back where you were. No,
Yeah,
that's
but
fine.
I move back and forth.
There you go. I got you.
Anyway, visually, what does this symbol mean? Done?
Sorry, some of them are mesmerized by Gillian's hypnotic pattern, so they are currently incapacitated, basically. Well, what does the actual wording say? Because incapacitated is a thing.
Yeah.
I think they are incapacitated. It's like
Is that
they're
what it is?
charmed, but it says that what did it say? Each creature in the area who fails is charmed. Any creature who is charmed by this spell is incapacitated and has a speed of 0.
Ah, I was correct. Okay, so the ones
So
that have
all
the
3.
yeah,
So do I get advantage on them if they're incapacitated?
at least. Let me look that one up too.
Yeah.
That's good, you can't take actions or.
I really need to print out the freaking conditions and leave those out.
Yeah, just have it sitting somewhere.
Always looking at those.
Hey, we have printers now. You can do that.
I know. I'm reviewing printers right
It
now.
actually doesn't. It doesn't say that it gives you anything.
Oh no, it
says
doesn't. Incapacitated. You just can't take actions or reactions. Weird.
What does
Okay.
charmed mean then?
All right. Regular attack on the fire newt riding.
So I will point this out though that if you don't kill him, he does become unincapacitated.
It's true.
Yeah, you get so all these guys that are currently locked down. As soon as you do damage to them, it ends the mesmerize effect.
Oh, so we're not targeting them.
You can. I mean, we have
Yeah,
to at some point.
Yeah, just make sure you kill it.
Oh, it's fine. I'll just walk through. Holy crap!
Welcome to the jungle, baby.
Well,
I'm gonna walk past Celestin. Right. Here, 15.
Okay.
20. I guess.
Mhm.
All right, fine. I will aim for the fire. Wait, who's incapacitated here?
The dinosaur.
So this icon is just the beast. Only if you see another one down here, like this one down here, with another icon on top of it, is actually have a mounted person.
So what are you guys doing?
looks like there's a lot of guards. There's only one guard.
There are, but they're all incapacitated.
So if you want to like do some damage to this guy, you can, because he goes after me, so my assassinate still goes off. I'd kind of like for him to stay incapacitated, so that way I get a crit no matter what. But
Whoever you attack, we can just all power down.
yeah,
That one's not-
but yeah. So maybe not this guy, because I'll be able to murder him in one hit.
Why did I even come here?
You know what, guys? Forget it.
I'm getting out of here.
You know what? Well, now that I've updated, I'm not going to use extra surge. I'm just going to appear and wait for a sign.
Wait for a sign.
So yeah, I'm done. I'll just wait and see. Let me. How about if I ready? No, that's an action. Never mind. I'm done.
Okay. Next, you see a mounted guard down here, which you recognize as the one who was in the. Well, I guess you probably can't tell one from the other. But Celeste, when you look down, and George, when you look down, you see the path that you could have originally taken going north, I guess, because you look down there and you can see that other bridge that crosses the Magma River. So you've actually managed to circle all the way back around.
Sounds about right.
And that guard is now looking at all of you and begins shouting and screaming in that language of theirs. And he will point his hands at a point right near between Kaless and Mannix.
Shit.
And summon a... I didn't even say what it did. What does that not say? Is there another thing you have to check off? Oh, include spell description. Let's try that. I'll take the first damage roll, but... There it goes. Okay. Flaming Sphere. Summons a Flaming Sphere.
Where do
In
you
the
put it,
middle
like,
of you
right here?
all. Between Kaless and Mannix. Where was my Flaming Sphere? Did I have that under fire?
So like right here.
Got to have a token for that one. Yes, right there.
Yeah.
We'll go with this, I guess.
There you go. That's it.
Yep. And then as a bonus action, they will, because it's, let's see, you summon it. If you end your turn within 5 feet of it, you must make a dex saving throw. As a bonus action, I can move this sphere up to 30 feet and then ram the sphere into a creature. Creature must make the saving throw against the sphere's damage. And the sphere stops moving this turn. So, seeing Kaless just murder that one, he'll direct it to ram into Kaless. So Kaless, I need a dexterity saving throw. Alright, so you take half of the 9 damage.
Okay. Eh.
Hmm.
Yeah. And then he will begin barking at his mount and giving it commands, but I'll gonna switch that and do that on their turn to make things easier instead of trying to do some kind of nightmare like who's doing what with their mounts. So I'm just gonna do separate initiatives. So that one is locked down. You hear voices in response, but right now it's literally just the ones in this room are essentially aware of combat, because, again, just for this, like, 6 seconds, but now everybody is beginning to become aware of combat. So, let's go to Mr. Mannix.
Oh boy. Alright, so this guy is still... Oh, he's right here. Okay. Can I even get into this room? There's a flaming sphere right here. There's a bird creature.
Technically, for difficult terrain, I would still let you cross because these guys are incapacitated.
Right
But they're still kind of taking up... I mean, it would still take you extra movement to get around them, just because they are taking up that space, but they wouldn't be able to, like, get opportunity attacks because they are shut down. But yeah, this flaming sphere literally takes up a 5-foot diameter, so there's no... You don't want to move through that shit.
Right. Alright, so I'm gonna go 5, 10. I'm not 5, 10, 15. I will take a shot at him. Crossbow. The one that is the guard that is on the...
The one that
Chicken?
summoned the thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Before I do, where's my thing? Oh, there it is. Insightful fighting him. So my insight versus his deception.
Versus deception. So charisma, basically. Alright, you successfully insightful fight him, I would say. Insight is great.
Call his movements out as best I can, so I have a sneak attack on. I take a shot at him. 17
That will hit.
for 9 damage.
Alright, I assume Flaming Sphere is concentration, Theron. Can you verify that? I don't know if it says on here. Yes, it is, sorry.
It is.
Okay, so that is a con saving throw for him to keep that up, which is... Shit, how's concentration work again? 10 or half the damage, or is it...
Yes, whichever is greater.
Okay, so it's DC 10. Oh,
boy.
man,
He
the
was not
sphere
ready.
goes. Oh, I should move that to save it. Well,
Alright,
as a response, he points his hands at you and shouts out words in that fiery language as he gives you a hellish rebuke.
not a hellish rebuke.
I need a dexterity saving throw from you. I rolled really bad damage. Oh,
30
1 and a
damage.
2. Jeez.
Wow, that is bad.
Alright, you take all 3 of that damage.
I'll take the 3.
Alright.
It's alright. Alright, that's it for me.
Alright, Kaless.
Alright, so Fire Newt that's still ensorcelled right here,
Yes.
who's unaware of anything going on around him because he's looking at pretty light.
Yep.
That,
26 will hits.
and then I gotta roll the damage again.
Why are you rolling damage again?
Because I assassinated him.
Oh, he hasn't gone
He's
yet.
unaware of my presence. Yep. And he's unaware of my presence, which makes him a surprise target.
Surprise.
So 21 plus 17 makes 38.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Just click your newt heads.
Shove that blade in his face while he's just looking at lights.
And then I really want to contemplate taking this guy out just because he could be a problem if he wakes up. But I'm concerned with this guy.
Mhm.
The giant chickens haven't gone yet. Can I stand like here, kind of in between the two of them?
No.
How about here?
Yes, you could go there. It's difficult terrain for all these squares that you're passing through.
Yeah, so 10, 20. Oh shit.
And
Yeah, no, 10,
this,
20, 30. I can get
This
there.
bottom one would get an attack of opportunity technically because you're crossing through them, and that one's not incapacitated.
Well, I'm going like from here to here. I'm not technically crossing through them.
The bottom one you would be, the token.
No, I'm shimmying. Fine.
I mean, you can reach there, but there will be
Shimmying
some
is
consequences.
Alright. I don't even know if they understand common, but I know he just watched me murder 2 of his little compatriots there. I'll just turn around and look at him and say, "You make another sound, he dies." And I'll point at this guy.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to intimidate the hell out of that asshole.
It kind of cocks its head and glares at you and begins barking out more alarming commands.
I don't think he understood you.
Okay. And then, no, I'm not gonna use my bonus action. Yeah, my bonus action was just to try to threaten his little buddy here.
Okay. You hear the sounds of more alarms being raised, shouts being given, almost the sound of like bells being rung. Some kind of very basic alarm system that just basically sounds like them shouting in this very weird, smoky, growly voice. None of you can tell.
Stealthing anymore.
Yeah, Colette might be, or Gillian might be able to see a little of this, but you can see that the ones that were working in the forge suddenly began basically running around grabbing weapons and basically stopping what they're doing and bringing their attention towards the stable area. But all the ones that are around you are...
So this is where we make our stand, and it's stable.
all the ones around you are dead, yeah. The beasts, their mounts have their own initiative. Most of them are locked down. The ones over here are not, however. The ones to the north of Gillian, they begin straining at their restraints pretty hard, but they can't really get to Gillian, even though she failed in her stealth, but she's still wedged like between 2 mesmerized beasts, so she actually can't be got at. Instead, you see one of them squawk out and open its mouth, and you see almost like a dragon, this fire begins forming in its beak as it squawks and screams, and then this fiery burst just flies out.
They really are Yoshi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this one aims it right
Damn fireball.
there.
Oh, dear.
And I need...
I'm just outside of that.
Yes, you are. I need Gillian, George, and Mannix to give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Do fire newts have any sort of resistance to fire?
You would presume that they do, but I don't think you've magically altered your body. I think you just have a disguise on.
If it's like a suit of their skin.
Suit of their skin. This is so you cut this one open and just lift inside Iron Man style. Just you're wearing this is a Silence of the Lambs kind of situation. It puts the lotion on its skin.
Exactly. Some fire
Puts the lotion in the basket.
skin. Okay, I don't think that's how this spell works.
I don't think that's
You
quite.
don't become a serial killer all of a sudden.
No.
It was a good try though. Like that was real good.
Okay, what are we rolling?
Dexterity saving throws, please.
Yeesh.
George, need one from you too, sir. Ooh, nicely done. Shell sword.
Wow.
So he's got advantage, yeah. Alright, so Gillian and George, you both take half damage, so you take 7 fire damage. Mannix, you take 14.
Mannix will cast Absorb Elements as the fire washes over him. He will
So then-
absorb some of that fire energy.
I think I need to cast a con saving throw for my hypnotic pattern spell.
Oh no!
Oh,
You
that's
just
got
got
concentration.
straight up damage. I didn't realize that was
Indeed.
concentration.
Nice.
Okay.
There
if that spell goes down, this room becomes a lot more problematic.
You see one of the other Striders lift its head up and perform the exact same thing. As a fireball comes blasting in that area.
Wait, doesn't that fire newt take damage?
Fun fact, the fire newt doesn't seem to give two shits about fire.
Do the Striders?
The Striders seem to like it.
Like it, you said?
Yes, they seem to like the
Oh.
fire.
Well, of course they
They
do.
respond very well to it.
So you need to wake up the Strider then that's in the middle of that fireball.
Well, if he didn't take damage, he doesn't wake up.
Technically didn't take damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, true.
Yeah, it's just like sitting there grooving on it. that's the other consequence about not taking damage. I don't actually wake them up either.
Like a warm blanket while he looks at these fancy lights and
Yep. All right, so give me one more round of that, please. Everybody in that circle. Dexterity saving throws.
oh man, I hope I waste my spell on. God damn it!
Okay.
All right.
Damage.
Gillian and George take half damage, 6 fire damage. Mannix, you take a full 12.
Well, I can't take that again. Just FYI.
The third one just seems to strain and try to snap at Gillian, but can't quite get to it. The fourth one down here seems to instead, by seemingly instructions from its mounted fire newt, actually like nudges and kind of does a like I don't know, head bobbing, nudging thing with the beast directly next to it, and manages to essentially use its action to wake up that creature.
Actually, I only took half damage from that. I was rereading Absorb Elements, and I have.
Oh, nice. Okay. I'm sure that will come in handy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You see Theron, the dwarves next to you seem like they were... you told them to stealth across the tunnel. So they are going to attempt to do that.
Now hold up. What if you just hang back here with me and see who comes out on top?
Get ourselves a nice little tunnel here.
What's the plan, great Theron?
Sounds like they could use some help, and definitely hear a lot of stuff happening.
Every second they remain in the forge defiles our ancestors, Theron.
Alright, whatever. Go kill, I guess.
Go kill.
Whatever you want to do to undefile your ancestors.
It's too late.
I don't really know how that goes about. Maybe if you get some bleach.
Bleach your ancestors.
They run past you with the axe drawn, and just
Don't
start
mix it with ammonia.
screaming headlong.
Oh no.
What have I done?
They're dead.
And begin attacking like the nearest one.
Alright.
They misinterpreted your enthusiasm.
Yep. One of them lands a hit. For 2 damage.
These guys are
So
fucked.
dead.
Yep. Let's do this. Leroy! Alright, top of the order, we got Gillian.
Okay. I want to charm one of these
Oh.
Yoshi.
Did you roll a... I need you to roll a concentration for the second fire burst. Another constitution save.
Mm,
That's right.
mm.
Okay.
DC 10. Nicely
Oh.
done.
There you go.
It's con saves.
Yikes.
Keep it
Okay.
up.
All right. I want to try to charm the Yoshi over here. So I have my bagpipe can cast Animal Friendship, and so I want to try to do that. So if the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails. Otherwise, he has to succeed on a Wisdom saving throw, or be charmed by you for the spell's duration. So I'm convincing it that I mean it no harm.
Okay.
Well, here's the spell that I just copied and pasted because I don't have it in my character sheet.
Okay. You play on your bagpipes, a soothing tune to try and calm it.
Hear me.
You rolled so bad on your nature check, you're not sure why this doesn't seem to have any effect on this creature, but it almost kind of just like snarls at you when you try to do this maneuver at it.
Is
And you
this not a
see-
beast?
Does not appear to be affected by this spell,
Okay.
and seems to have just the
Maybe-
littlest
Maybe
bit
they're
of
more intelligent than we thought.
yes, the
I'm
yes.
gonna run away.
Plan B.
Well, fuck you, Yoshi.
Plan the Maddox maneuver.
I'm gonna run away down here, and I'm gonna be like,
Are you okay? This one does get an attack of opportunity on you.
oh damn it. Okay, fine.
This
Hold
one is
on,
not
come back up here.
incapacitated right here.
Okay. I don't know. I'm such in a bad position because like I wanted to be all stealthy, and now if I just like attack this horse, like
It does-
all these.
I'll be honest. It does not look like there's a stealthy situation right now. All of when you're at the north end, you can see into the entire smelter part of the forge. All of them are grabbing weapons and now looking towards your general direction.
They don't still necessarily suspect me though, because I still, from what they see, I'm just still like a fire newt that this animal is upset at. They haven't seen me like attack anybody though.
Did you not whip out bagpipes and try to do some kind of soothing
fuck.
tune to this beast?
Did they see that? Did they see the bagpipes? Put the
I-
bagpipes away.
I imagine it was a pretty distracting moment.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, bagpipes are not stealthy. I still feel like I have to just run away though, because these
I don't disagree with that.
guys like do a lot of fire. And that has proved not great. So I am going to run away and just have to give him an attack of opportunity, I suppose, because I can't disengage because I already used an action, right?
Right. Yeah.
So okay, he's just gonna get an attack of opportunity. Okay.
It snaps at you as you
Alright.
run by. 6 damage.
Okay. So I don't know. I probably moved like 10 feet just to get up there. So I can probably move like and I don't know. Probably not far enough. I don't know.
You see Killian is
I don't
wandering
think I-
around up here in the stables.
I don't think I can move far enough in any direction. I'll cast Healing Word on myself as a bonus action. Prepare for the next fire attack. Hold on. Okay, that's my excellent turn.
You've determined that they're not, in fact, beasts, and they cannot be
Yeah,
reasoned.
apparently not.
Yeah. Aaron.
Alright.
You gonna play solitaire now? The tunnel.
Then there was one.
I wish, man. I use my action to use my Staff of Thorns. Cast Wall of Thorns.
Mm-hmm. Look at that wall thorn.
Would you like the wall or the circle?
Need the circle. 40 diameter.
Let's see. 5 foot thick or circle that is a 20-foot diameter is up to 20 feet high and 5 feet thick.
I'm gonna basically seal off the stables.
Stables have been shut down.
With a
We're
circle?
not in compliance.
Yeah, so I want it. Here, let me.
Oops, that's the wrong shape. That's a square. How do I do a circle?
I think this is it. I think I got
Hey!
it.
Thank you. I should have a go-to graphic for Wall of Thorns. I don't know why I don't.
Probably one in existence.
This- Close enough.
It's a 20 diameter?
No, it's a 40 diameter. It's a 20 radius, right?
It says, or a circle that has a 20-foot diameter. Which would be a 10-foot radius, right?
Right.
If it's a circle. The wall can be up to 60 feet long, though.
Delete that then. So like that.
It'd be the same size of that fire. Yeah, the same size of that fireball I was doing, which you didn't see because it's over there in the other guys.
So I'm gonna put it right here.
Okay.
Try to get I'll get those two enemies in it.
Okay.
So and do really bad damage.
Oh yeah. And that happens as soon as you cast it, right? The damage.
Yes. So anytime they end or enter
Okay.
in their turn or enter the wall of thorns, and they take damage.
So let's do top guy. Actually makes a save. I assume that's half damage if they make the save.
Yes.
Okay. And bottom one. Fails, and that is going to be massive damage. And that is going to be some terrible trauma. Where is... Target can't take reactions till the end of its next turn. Okay.
Okay. That's my turn.
Alright. Living Thorn Wall has emerged. Mr. George.
As a bonus action, he's going to turn his thorn blade into a whip. And then he's going to go for this fire newt down here.
Oh boy.
His thorn whip.
Bring him closer.
Wow.
That's not bringing him closer.
I would like to. Do I want to use inspiration yet? It's so terrible to find that word. Inspired. That was awful.
Inspired by your terribleness.
That's right.
The guy is laughing at him. This is so bad.
Kind of the who laugh at you.
He is laughing at me. This is
He
terrible.
is. He's
Um,
guffawing quite chuckle.
that sucks. I'll do it again. Try. What
Wow, George!
You're right, buddy.
Happens to the best of us.
Max will pat him on the shoulder, like,
It's
I'm
just
just
a little
Walk up to the
performance
corner here
anxiety.
and just cry.
It's having an existential crisis.
No. George, I need you to move closer.
Huh?
You feel
Come closer,
shame.
George.
It's
How
super
close?
effective.
Just stand on top of this fire dude bot.
Wait, I can't stand on the body. Alright, he goes 15 feet. You want me to stand
right
on top of the body?
Yeah.
Alright, fine.
After failing to attack, Leslie's like, just get up there.
George goes this way and cries a little bit. Follows
Cry.
Leslie's instructions.
None of us have ever seen George cry before. It's every.
Yep.
George just stands here because all he's good is as a body.
Good job, George.
That's all.
Okay. The fire newt down there again mutters some spells, incantations, and spreads his hands out, and flames
Okay.
leap out of his hands.
Does he stop laughing first at George?
Yeah, chuckles a little bit. And lays down a fiery, burning hands. Which envelops the little hallway right here, including these two, but as we determined, they don't seem to care about fire. So I need Mannix, George, and Celeste to give me dexterity saving throws.
I don't think I'm in 15 feet.
No,
More
man,
than
Manix
that,
is not.
the arrow. Go checked.
Oh, yeah, good point. George and Celeste, please.
What is he doing?
Okay.
Burning.
Hands.
Shooting fire out of his hands.
The
Flamethrower
dex,
spell.
dex check or dex saving throw?
Saving throw.
Whoops, sorry, that's supposed to be a 19.
Okay. Celeste, so it's 15. Celeste, you take 7. And George, you take the full 15. Fire damage.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge that 7. Make it 3.
Can you uncanny dodge a spell?
It says when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack. Hit me with an attack spell.
No. Does it say hit you with an attack, or does it say with a spell?
It just says an attack.
Alright, this is not an attack, this is a spell.
Attack spell.
That's why you got the saving throw. Attack spell. And then this one up by the thorns is going to extricate themselves from the thorns. Yell out a series of commands and point down towards the dwarves who have emerged. And going to point at Theron specifically and cast a series of fiery rays at Theron's direction.
I don't like these spellcasting.
Ray number
Uh-oh.
1.
Okay.
Or 4 damage.
Okay.
Zap.
I guess you don't have to concentrate, is it? Because that's actually the
I don't think so.
yeah, it's the staff doing it. Okay.
Staff has to concentrate.
Staff has to concentrate. One more.
That misses.
Thank you. Number 3.
That also misses.
Okay. You hear the sounds of a jumping and leaping and running sound
Okay.
from directions you can't quite see. We'll do. I think that one can actually see anybody though. Oh yeah, that one can see you. You see one up by the crane, pointing down and shouting out more commands, and this one summons the flaming sphere and places that one around all of you, but he's gonna ram it into one of the other dwarves because they are
Very cool.
slightly closer. Yeah. So I get to make a dex save against, which they do, and I guess take half damage. And that is all you see out of those ones at the moment. So we go to Mr. Mannix.
Okay. What's the situation? The guys that are directly around me are still hypnotized.
Mm-hmm.
We don't really want to attack them outright.
You just shoot the guy down below us.
Yeah, we just shoot him. Yeah, I guess that's my best moment. Kind of. Yeah, for the time being, I'm just gonna shoot at, which I've still got insightful fighting on that guy.
Okay.
Let's see if I can hit him.
I think your absorb elements is on too, right? That, or is it?
Is the extra fire damage gonna do damage these fucking nukes?
That's very true.
I wrote that off immediately. I was like, the extra fire damage,
Yeah.
great.
22 will hit.
All right. For 15 or 13.
15. All right, that does solid damage. Looks a little hardier than the others, but
I am going to duck back into this hallway, and
as you shoot it, it will point its hands at you and do the same.
Of course. All right.
Rebuke you.
Rebuke me.
Yep. Give me a dex saving throw, please. This was the thing that Bryce has had, I think.
Yeah, it is. All right, made it. Is it half damage or no damage on the half as much?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna duck into this little alcove
Really bad
here.
damage again.
Yeah. I'm gonna scoot as far into this little side tunnel as I can.
That was George's crying tunnel.
It's still wet back here.
It's still wet with his tears.
And assuming no one can actively see me right now, I don't think they can. I'm going to use my bonus action to attempt to stealth.
I'll allow it. Alright. Disappear into the cave of shame.
Yep. That's what it's called now.
Celeste, and after Claus's turn, we'll go on break.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and potentially suffer the attack of opportunity from the dinosaur thing.
Okay. Gillian's horse. As she calls
The
them.
Yoshi.
The Yoshis, yeah. Ooh, I'm
That'll
nailing
do.
those attack of opportunities, though. Will bite at you for 10 damage, clamps down.
More damage.
Yeah, but I can uncanny dodge that.
You
so
could uncanny dodge
shove
that.
it. Alright, and then my little friend here is going to meet the pointy end of my sword.
Point him.
Are you attacking the beast or the...
No, I'm attacking
top?
the dude.
Okay.
The bad part is I don't get my sneak attack. Shit.
Mm.
This was a bad idea. Can I take this back?
As she's like engaging with him.
Yeah, this was a bad idea.
See, you do need a
All
team
right.
after all. You're learning the power of friendship. Or not. Or you can just roll 21. That's still,
12.
that's still good damn damage.
Nice.
And then, is he almost dead?
He actually does die from that blow. You stab him.
Oh.
Yep, you cut him in. He finally gives it one last snarl, but you manage to just slice him right in the midsection.
Alright,
I don't think dead guys can do the Hellish Rebuke.
they cannot.
They
And
have
you
to
can
be
only
able to
do
fight.
it once because it's a reaction.
That is true. Just like your
Yeah.
uncanny dodge.
Yeah. To which I will then. I can't move anymore, so. I will take a little stabby at the dinosaur man.
Okay. Nobody knows what they are.
We must kill all the Yoshi.
12 does not hit.
We're
Yeah.
never gonna know what they are at this point.
Nope, just gonna kill them more and then never know.
They were an ancient, prideful race. We murdered them all.
All right, let's go
Really,
on.
that was more like my attempt to scare it to make it try to run away.
Okay. Let's
I
go
did
on.
just kill its right.
Let's go on break. And we'll start off with the fire newts. I have to come back in 10 minutes. Ish. coming back from break. I forgot we do have more poems to read from fan of the show Jason. I was going to read
Oh,
it
yeah,
before the
sure.
break, but I will read one now. I have plenty of poems to go through, and I still want to go through our character-specific poems. And we
Yeah.
have previously done Mannix and George. Next up is Kaless. So this one is Kaless, the Dark Death Dealer by Jason Scott.
I'll see. That is so much better than the wickedly silent but deadly. Thank you, Jason. Thank you.
In the treacherous land of Chult stalks a menace worse by far, who dared against Zagmira revolt and will a Serac scar. Armed with blunt wit but keen blades is Kaless, the Dark Death Dealer, the half-drow who into shadows fades, the astonishing life-stealer. Kaless may not be erudite of speech nor swift of thought, but those who do not heed her bite will find that error dearly bought. Kaless is a demon in combat, her floating sword thirsting for blood. With moves graceful as a jungle cat, she slays her enemies but good. A deadly dance of death she weaves, this terrifying assassin, smiling as she through flesh reaves, her dagger dripping with venom. When finally a deep blow into Kaless seems to lodge, she frustrates her hapless foe with 2 words, uncanny dodge! In an instant she can disappear without a trace or sound. You will not know Kaless is near until you feel your mortal wound. So if you cross Kaless's path, I say to you, beware, she may not be good at math, but in killing none can compare. To that avatar of woe, that knight, black lady of dread, you should advance with steps slow and humbly bow your head.
Yay!
That was very cool.
I demand my intro thing now be changed to the Dark Death Dealer.
Dark Death Dealer, that's pretty good.
Yes. Yes. It's, I no longer want to be a fart.
I am
would like
going to
to be
make
the Dark
those
Death
adjustments.
Boo!
Playing the
Titles?
Dark Death Dealer. That was pretty good. Permanent edition
Yay,
exchange.
thank you, Jason.
Very cool. Alright, the Fire Newts are beginning to mobilize. Which is mostly going to be in Theron's side, because I think you killed all the normal Fire Newts on the other side. So, we've got near the dwarves. 10. That one can. Oh, basically. Alright, so we've got 3 newts against these dwarves. Each one is going to attack twice, and their weapons, therein you can see, are glowing molten red hot. The entire weapon seems to just glow with this fire as if it was just pulled out of lava.
Oh boy.
Grab it.
So these are against the albino dwarf on the left. Boy, those are bad attacks. Bad attacks. And then we're going to do, I guess, 4 total attacks on the one on the right, because it's 2 of them. Jesus. DM, seriously, man, what are you doing? You get these bad attacks off of the NPCs. I appreciate that. Look at these rolls! Alright, now we're cooking with gas.
There we go.
Oh, man. Alright, that dwarf screams as the blade seems to sear like a branding iron. We do have one back here that survived the thorns to attack Theron with a double attack. Which I think he's... There we go. That's more like it. How does 17 damage do for you, Mr. Theron?
That hurts pretty bad.
You see these ones rushing forward. A little bit stymied by the thorn wall, however, as they go down into this little recessed area. They don't seem to give a crap about being anywhere near this molten iron forge, though. They're not quite going to be able to make it as far as I need them to. Actually, they can't stop their turn there, can they? Don't go that far, you idiots. And you see a door open up here as
More fire newts?
yep. Again, pouring out of there. Boy, those were bad attacks. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Alright, I think that's all the ones over there. Alright, then we've got my... Oh, we didn't turn the battle music back on. Striders over here, so... These 2 are available, these 3 are still shut down, and then the top 3 are available. I'm gonna recharge, see if I get their thing back. Which 2 of them did it last time, so I need to roll it twice, which is a 1d6. One of them gets their thing back. The other one does not. You guys are actually not... You spread out, how dare you. Where the hell did Gillian go? Is she hiding behind one of these? I literally don't physically see her token anymore.
She ran away so
She
far.
hid too well. There she is. Hid behind the body. Okay. That's funny.
She's hiding under the...
Yep. Alright, they will push and strain against their leashes and end up just bumping in. 2 of them is just going to bump into their compatriots almost accidentally as they try to just free themselves. So essentially they're just going to use their action to wake these ones up. And then the third one that got its burst back will shoot another fireball. But I think it's only going to hit Gillian. That's the closest one, yep. Where is that one? That's right, it doesn't even roll it yet. I guess I'll roll a saving throw for Gillian. Excellent, my terrible rolls have rubbed off. Nope, that was very terrible. Takes 10 fire damage. Alright, so all these ones are immobile and awake now, but that was basically their turn to do all that. This one in the middle is still locked down. And then these 2, one of them will attack Kaless. $19.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Alright. You already uncanny dodged this round, so I'm on that shit.
Know.
11 damage. The other one is going to bite at George. Actually, no. The other one's going to spend an action to... It senses its mount is still up there, just like listing, and it kind of does this like almost natural, just like shaking maneuver, and essentially spends its action just trying to wake up its Mountee? I don't know what you call the person mounted on.
I think he's the mounter and the strider is the mount.
Well, one
That's
of them's
true,
just the
yeah.
mount. Yeah, the mounted, maybe? Theron, you see a giant strider round the corner. And rushes up here. Actually,
Turns out the giant striders are the actual dominant race in this place.
that would be ironic.
The newts are just the servant.
Yeah, and it unleashes one of those fire bursts into this area. So give me a dexterity saving throw, please, and I will do the same for the dwarves.
Of course.
Alright, 2 of you. So Theron and one of the dwarves take 6 damage. And the other one takes a full 12, and he is looks blackened and charred and does not look like very good shape at all.
Fantastic.
All right, the dwarves' turns. So they need to not end their turn next to the sphere. I assume that would be the right call there. So this one's just going to advance up to here. The other one's in bad shape though. It can't actually advance at all, or he's gonna have to disengage. Theron, is there anything you want to shout out, or they just want to keep fighting?
Fall back if you can. It's mighty grim.
Roll a persuasion check, please.
Persuasion. If you want to die, it's fine.
They seem like they are willing to fight for their lives. Like this is the final stand for them. You get a feeling they've been itching to have a chance at attacking these things.
I'm not wasting my inspiration on you.
Alright,
do whatever you say anyway.
You feel like you are able to like get through to them, however, in the middle of their kind of dwarven rage. Alright, so this one will actually disengage and use his action to move back here. The other one has at least moved away from the fire and will... He looks like he's in better shape. We'll attack one of the...
You fool.
Yep, 12 does not hit. It's alright. I've got these. Narrator voice. He doesn't have them.
The rest of development voice. He
Yeah.
didn't have.
He didn't have them. Gillian's at the top. What do we want Gillian to do?
I think
Is
she
Rochelle-
said Shatter?
Huh?
She messaged said shatter. She wants to cast shatter.
Oh, I'm not seeing messages.
It's on
Doesn't
Discord.
in Discord?
Oh, I have that on full screen. Okay.
Uh,
I do not see Discord messages.
maybe Shatter on the Yoshis. What's her suggestion?
Okay. We can do Shatter on the Yoshis. Let's see. The creatures will never learn their names. Just want to cast at level 3, go all the way.
I don't
Yeah,
see why
she might die
not.
soon. Yeah.
Probably not the time to
Right.
hang back.
Nah.
That's solid.
Yeah. So, how big is that spell? People in all these radiuses I have to keep track of. 10-foot radius sphere, so it's the same as all these other circles we have. In fact, I'll just use this again. So, she can get literally everybody
Yay.
There you
with
go.
that circle. Well, if she wants to
Do
wake up,
it.
if she wants to wake up the bottom one, it's technically still incapacitated, or she could choose not to and just attack the ones on the top.
Technically, I don't think she rolled Constitution whenever you hit her.
When did I hit her? Oh, you're right. I did hit her, didn't I?
Fireball.
Thank you. Let's give her a con save real quick. I think that is the only one that's still shut down, but yeah.
That's why I don't mind telling you.
Yeah.
That's right.
No,
If it was any more than mine.
he's still shut down.
Probably Malone then.
Leave him alone? Okay.
Yeah.
So you can still get the top 5 with that one shatter. Alright, so it's a con saving throw for 18 damage. Boy. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Wow.
5.
All right.
Only one success.
Yeah, the time her shatter is super effective. She's not here to see it.
Yeah. Damn. So...
How much damage did that just do?
A lot of damage. 18 damage to everybody except... What is that? The second one took 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot. 18 to all of them, boy. Alright, that is massive damage for a bunch of them, too. And obviously a giant, like, sound goes off. It's like a sonic boom, but everybody was pretty much aware of you all anyway.
It was too late for that, yeah.
So we need to do more con saves. One makes it... This is for the massive damage trauma. That one fails. That one fails. That one succeeds. So 2 of them are going to take massive damage from all that. There's 1. And there's 2. Neither of them are that sexy. This one has disadvantage, and this one can't take reactions. Put little marks on them. Alright. Since that one can't take reactions, she could move back, so I'll let her do that. Back into a corner. Alright, Theron.
Okay. I'll move here. Oh dear.
Regret it.
He started out so
Nah.
confident.
But there's more space behind them. So I'm going to cast Conjure Animals.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Let's fill this place up with even more stuff.
And I'll conjure an Allosaurus.
Conjure an Allosaurus. Where?
I'm trying to think. I was going to put him behind this guy right here, but there's no space. He's 2x2.
Just summon them on top of them. Let the Allosaurus just drop on top.
That's a bit unoccupied space.
Wow.
Shoot. Well, I'll just go back to where I was and summon him on the other side of this newt right there.
Okay.
And then I myself will transform into an Allosaurus.
Suddenly 2 Allosaurus.
Allosaurus Bros. You need a little bit more space for that.
Do I what?
Were you gonna move down here to do that?
No, I'm just gonna move back to where I was.
Okay. I'm gonna have to take you some
like-
damage here because you are literally like expanding
fine.
into a bigger space than you can fit.
Oh wait, is this not like a bench or something?
Yeah, and you've also got a fire newt right here.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I'll just transform onto the fireball, not onto the newt.
Oh, so you want to take damage from the fireball?
I mean, if I end my turn there, I will.
Well, if you're transforming into the fireball, it is literally taking up this entire 5-foot square. That's what I'm saying. If you try to push
Oh,
up
yeah,
against
I
it
mean,
at all,
it'll
I'm going to
be-
have you take that damage, regardless of where you stop. I'm going to have you take it like as soon as you transform. That's what I'm trying to figure out where you actually transform.
Alright, that's fine.
Okay. Which was what? I'll just cast it again. 7 fire damage.
Okay.
Shove that fireball over.
Mm-hmm.
Now roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Ah,
So is that 4 damage to Allosaurus?
Yes.
And that's my turn. And then the conjure animal rolls initiative.
Okay.
So he gets, let's see, +1.
Yep, I got him.
Okay, great.
All right, Mr. George.
George tells himself, you can do this. Last time was a fluke.
we believe in you, George.
Don't let it shake your confidence, George. Just don't let it shake your.
It's not like they're grung or anything.
He's gonna go for the strider.
There you go.
Mm. It's because he's attacking the
Fine.
Strider, not the newt.
What's that?
You're attacking the
No,
beast,
big strider. Yep.
or the not beasts, I guess.
Yeah, I'm attacking the strider.
Okay.
So I'm also going to use a superior die to try to trip him.
Mm.
Either way, it's extra 7 damage. So he must make a 14 strength saving throw.
A strength saving throw. I don't see that too often.
He is
Alright.
not
Ah,
prone.
nice.
All right, you
What happens to
tripped.
his rider?
I tripped the strider.
It does say large or smaller. All right, you can trip a creature that big, so you somehow attack it in a way that like cuts its legs, and it gives out a as it falls, and its rider. I'll give him a dexterity saving throw to see if he falls prone or not. 15 or higher says he does not. Ha! He is on his ass. They are both on their ass.
Perfect. That's the way I like it.
Every time.
Assume the position.
Alright. So that was my first attack. And then with my I've lost track of what I can do. Okay. Sorry.
It's a common occurrence.
Yep.
So my bonus action lets me use my 2-weapon fighting. Is that correct? My bonus
Yes,
action,
yes,
my second
yeah.
hand. So I'm going to use my Thorn Whip on the prone door. And I have advantage because it's prone.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
There you go.
Yep.
I'm not going to pull him towards me though. So
Okay.
I have that choice, right?
I would assume. Yeah, attacking the Strider or the.
Nope, I'm attacking the fire newt
Oh, okay, gotcha.
with advantage because it's prone.
Yes. Even on the ground, he will point his hands angrily and rebuke you for this.
I rebuke you for that trip.
There we go. That's more like the damage he's supposed to be doing. Give me a dex saving throw, George. He's doing this as a reaction. Alright, you take 7 fire damage.
It's fine. Alright. I have an extra attack. So I'm going to Shell Sword the prone Strider.
George is in his element now.
Mm-hmm. Get those combos off.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that Strider looks real bad shape.
Good. I'm going to Action Surge and aim for the Strider again.
19 does hit.
5.
Yes, you actually plunge your sword into its head, and it finally gives off a shuddering with its whole body and lays still.
And as we learned last time, I forget who to credit, but as we learned last time, because I did action surge to action, I get 1 extra attack.
You do, yes.
And
Come on up, George.
I could actually. I still have movement. But I'm going to thorn whip the prone fire nukes.
Okay.
I dare you to rebuke me again.
You cannot, unfortunately. Only 1 rebuke.
That was a hell of a turn, George. You
That
just
was a
made
hell
up
of a
for the
turn.
last one, huh?
Yep.
I did make up for it. It was that.
I do feel good about that.
good about myself.
I
It was
am
that
awesome.
pep talk I gave myself.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Had a little halftime. Alright, well
Anything else?
that fire newt will stand up, brush themselves off, glare at you, George.
George starts teabagging the Strider.
Classy.
That's very classy. Spreads
So I don't. Gillian does not condone that.
spreads the hands out and
Gillian can't see it. She's in her corner.
She
unleashes.
knows. She knows.
She
She
knows.
knows.
She can just sense. Unleashes some burning hands towards. God damn, this damage! It's terrible. Dexterity saving throws from George and Kaless, please.
Oh, Gillian, by the way, what you missed was Shatter fucking rocking. You
Yeah.
did 18 damage to 4 of them and 9 damage.
You are welcome, friend.
George is feeling inspired by his latest move. So do I just roll regular dexterity?
Yes, you can roll a regular dexterity save.
Even with my sword. Much better.
Okay, you both take 4 damage from the burning, and then this one will actually pull back. 20, 25, 30, and kind of yell at the compatriots in this direction. And this one is yelling that there are some problems over here as well. And will launch. Let's see. It's gonna just shoot the scorching rays straight at the Theransaurus. Seems to be my best effort. These
Are
guys
these
do
two
seem
Allosauruses identical in appearance?
probably, unless we joke about one having like a dwarf beard or something. But Theron did morph like right in the middle of everybody, so it's not like they went back behind a room and 2 Allosauruses emerged. Everybody's like, "What?"
Shell game.
That's a
Which
shell.
Allosaurus? Wait,
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're not shells big enough for here, unfortunately. All right, 3 attacks on the Theransaurus.
No.
Number 2.
No.
Oh my gosh. Number 3. Oh my god.
No.
Misery. Alright, the one with the flaming sphere will ram you with it as a bonus action. Which
Who's
is...
attacking right now?
Yeah, you guys are just fighting completely different fights now. So I need a
There's
dexterity.
There's a whole other side of the
There's
dungeon.
a whole other side of the
I
dungeon.
don't even know.
Theron and the dwarves have assaulted the middle part of the dungeon.
Oof.
So you take 2 fire damage.
Oh, is it 2? Okay.
Oh, that's half damage.
So was it supposed to be 3 last time?
It's half rounded down, right?
Okay.
Or is it rounded up? Do we round up or down?
I think it's running down on damage.
I think it's rounded down on damage, yeah. 2 damage and a con saving throw, please.
Okay.
Alright. That one will then point his hands and attempt to fire some scorching rays down at you.
Again.
Again, there's all kinds of these guys. Let's do number 1. Number 2.
No.
Can I roll better than like a 5? Jesus.
Oh my goodness, you're so close.
These are such bad rolls. I can't even get over it. There we go.
Hey.
1 out of like 6 of those. Alright, 8 damage and another con save, please. Embarrassment. Alright, and then we've got 1 over here, and this one will actually conjure another flaming sphere. And put it right there. And also ram it into you. We're going to see how much Theron can tank here. Another DC, dexterity saving throw, please. Uses a bonus action to ram it into you. Alright, so take 3 damage. And a con saving throw.
Yikes.
just little scratches is all this is. He's making
I know,
all
but
these
eventually,
saves.
that many con saving throws, one's gonna fail.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah.
If I could hit any of those fucking scorching rays I hit, god damn. That was a lot of attacks. I think that exhausts all my immediate options. Or no, I didn't do the one that's... Oh yeah, I did. I did the one that retreated. I did him first, didn't I? So I think we've got all those. The DM has too many monsters on the board. Okay, let's go to Mannix.
Alright, 5, 10, 15. Can I get... This one's still mesmerized, right?
There should be one of them still mesmerized, yes.
Okay. So technically stealthed. 20. Alright. I'm gonna stealth my way up there under the legs of the mesmerized strider,
Okay.
Yoshi Bird. And I'm going to strike out at the one to the north. Oh, except fucking... My magic spell is fire. These birds aren't gonna give a shit about my green. Okay.
He's allergic to green dye.
Maybe green flame there for type of flame.
It's a green flavor.
I'm just gonna take a rapier. Well, actually, you know what? As I'm bird, I'm gonna use my insightful fighting on him. Yeah. So give me a deception check.
Look, man, I'll be honest. Most of these creatures don't have deception.
I know. It's never not gone off when I've used it, but one of these days.
It's gonna be great when somebody like out. Oh man, it was so close.
Well, actually, I don't know if I had advantage there.
Oh. Yeah, why would you have advantage?
I had advantage because I was sneaking up on him in stealth for my attack.
Oh, okay.
I didn't actually have advantage on that. So technically, I don't know who wins. Am I doing this against him?
We've done this before where if it's contested skill check, I think you just keep the status quo.
Okay, nothing happens.
Mhm.
Well, in that case, then he did succeed.
That is one charming ass bird.
That's right.
You stared at it for a long time
I
and
think
finally it just winks at you.
I think it's supposed to be flavored like I'm trying to get a.
Yeah.
He's trying to like not give himself away, but it's a fucking bird. All right, so I do not have advantage, but I don't have my sneak attack, but I still have my stealth.
Where are you? I missed where you moved.
Right here.
Okay. So you're attacking the...
The one to the north of me.
Okay. That's fine. Through the legs of the other one.
That's right. For
Incapacitated
8
one.
damage.
Alright, that one looks like it's in real bad shape, like most of the ones up here that were shattered.
I'm gonna move right here.
If you guys could hurry along that fight,
I'm gonna to do something because I'm kind of in a bad spot now. And I don't really... I feel like I want to save my potion. So instead... If Gillian's there,
I will die with these health potions on my body.
I'm going to say...
DM will never give us another health potion.
That's an action. I can't do that. I attack. I'm going to reach into my vest and yell out to my friends like, I don't know what's about to happen, guys. He's going to pull out a little potion that's got a little tentacle piece in it that he understands is going to transform himself into something, but he doesn't know what. And he's going to drink that.
Oh, Jesus. What could go wrong?
You gulp down that tentacle and all.
Okay. You do that, and your body convulses for a second, and you throw up like this black ichor, and you feel your spine twist, and just movement rippling throughout your body as you put hands on the floor, and then just they pulse outward, and they suddenly grow real long and stretchy, and your sides burst as these long slimy tentacles come out there. Your body just begins to morph into this blobless form, and you become
what did I expect?
a giant octopus.
Great.
I unfortunately do not have a token for that, but you are now a large octopus.
Alright. Should I look at my giant octopus tab log?
Yeah, you have tentacles that you can attack with. They seem pretty good. You have an ink cloud that you can discharge, which can turn the area into heavily obscured.
It looks like that's just underwater, though.
Oh, you're right. Underwater. Sorry. You can hold your breath for an hour.
Ooh, but I do have a shit ton of hit points. Look at this.
You do have a shit ton of hit points, yeah.
Do you want me to roll for that?
If you want, you can.
It is... That's a lot. 8d10 plus 8.
That is a lot. It's only a CR1 creature, too.
$38.
You rolled really bad on the hit points.
Yes, I did, actually. That is below average. That's really below average.
He turns into kind of a sickly octopus. One of the tentacles didn't quite grow out right. He's more of a septopus. Maybe a sextopus.
That's right. Alright, well, that's all I can do right now.
It's become a giant octopus.
Just become a giant octopus.
Gillian is just back there thinking there's some kind
He
of
is a large
horrible...
beast, though, so he's kind of squeezing out of
You are, yeah, you are literally taking up like a giant area right here. But you're an octopus, so you can kind of fit.
Yeah, they're malleable.
Yep. Class.
Okay. Back the Yoshi in front of. Let 18 hit it.
Indeed.
Take that, Yoshi. Oh, that was so bad.
I wish they had hellish rebuke. Alas.
And then assuming a 26 will hit it. Another 2.
Alright, that one's looking like it's in rough shape. Next is Theron's Allosaurus. I think, how does this work? Do you command it? Does it just follow you?
It either defends itself if I don't say anything to it, or I command it without using an action.
Okay.
That's probably would have told it to attack the newt in between us.
Alright, it will do that. Nod approvingly.
will.
Why would you ever claw? Oh, because it's got its claw thing on dash. Okay. And it is going to consume that newt heartily.
Nice.
It would.
And then
Okay.
he'll probably move away from the.
Yeah,
fireball.
it probably just instinctively knows to like get away from fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Next are the fire newts. And they're going to continue trying to pour out like a clown car out of this top area. A few of them attack the dinosaur over there. These guys are going to come down here.
That is a lot of dudes.
It's a lot of
That is.
dudes. They just keep pouring out of here.
Jesus. How you doing in there, Theron?
As well as you'd expect.
Alright, the Allosaurus will absorb some blows here. So we'll do these two against it. So that's 4 attacks. Uno. Dos. I'm just gonna roll these. Trace. Alright. Don't waste all my good rolls on the fucking conjured animal. Jesus Christ. Jeez!
Wow.
2 crits
Boy.
and 2 20 pluses. That's fantastic. Look at all this beautiful damage. This thing might not even... Alright, I need a calculator, somebody. What's all that damage? 11, 13, 15,
47, 47,
35.
57.
That's 70.
What?
Yeah.
So, Theron, you just see the dinosaur just scream out and try to chomp as these beasts come down with their fiery blades, and then it just puffs away in a puff of smoke.
Well, I got one of them, fellas.
2 of them will attack this dwarf. Now the bad rolls start. Come on. Come on!
That Allosaurus just laid down and showed his belly to them. I think what actually happened.
God! One of them hit. One of them hit. These rolls are bananas. That's 10. And then we'll do these 2 on Theransaurus. See where my rolls take me now. Oh. Oh. One more
Oh, boy.
double pair. This is ridiculous. 14?
Oh, that one hits.
Okay, that's exciting. Alright, that one guy got both those attacks in.
27.
27, yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Then it's my Striders. So I know for sure these 2 have never used their Fire Burst before, the ones in front of Mannix. And the upper left one I think still has it. Let's see if the other ones do. If they get it back. One of them does. Alright, all of them have their Fire Burst then.
Wow.
So they're gonna start laying that thing down. They're gonna do it. One of them is just gonna do it on themselves.
Great. Fucking healing.
Yeah, 2 of them are just gonna explode that fire shit on themselves. So not gonna be any saves here, because they're not trying to dodge it. I'm trying to do 46. Alright, so 2 of them just explode right... Oh, I didn't mean to delete that, damn it. So that is 8 and 7 is 15. So you see all of them seem to become a little more refreshed from the fire. You know what? Whoops. I gave that one 155 hit points.
That doesn't seem right.
That was not my intention. Too many numbers. Alright, one of them is just going to bite at Mannix. The Mannix octopus.
Mannix octopus. Octopus armor class.
I think it does hit an octopus.
Yep.
10 damage. And then one of them will nudge this one awake finally. And then the other one will throw a fireball down at Mannix and Gillian. Which is... that one is...
Ooh, boy.
Which is the... did I not cast it yet? Is it? DC 14 dex saving throw, please. As an octopus.
Giant octopus has a +1.
Wow.
He still makes 14 though.
Alright. So you take half of this in octopus damage.
Alright.
I'll do Gillian. Dex. She makes it, so she takes 7 damage. Alright, is the bottom one still alive? It is, so it is going to explode a burst of fire all around you all. By you all, I mean George and Kaless. So, I need dex saving throws from George and Kaless. And it does it right in its own face, and it seems to like it.
Serious, these Striders are kings of this society.
Yeah,
These
they
moves are just-
probably should be, given their stats. So both of you take 5 damage. 5 fire damage, and it seems to regenerate a bit from the fire. It has the opposite effect. As you get burned, its scales kind of get replenished.
It's in at night.
Oh, and what are you doing awake, bud?
It's time to go sleep in mommy and daddy's room
It's the weekend.
Oh, he looks so sleepy.
Dose.
every night.
Oh.
All right. Bye bye.
Bye. I think we're gonna end at the end of
Good night, Owen.
this round. And then the Warriors, which are in a real bad spot. One of them continues to run down the tunnel, as you can hear, and then you just hear kind of a scream.
Yeah, seems about right.
And then the other one looks up at Theransaurus and says, "Well, I knew it would just come down to us dwarves. You're the toughest lot."
Theransaurus rolls his eyes.
Giant Allosaurus eyes.
You will attempt to attack one of the fire newts, probably quite feebly. Yep, quite feebly. And he can't really move, so I think he would actually take damage from the flaming sphere, wouldn't he? If they end their turn there. Poor bastard.
Remind me again, why did we bring these dwarves along? were they providing?
Hit point shields right now.
Yep.
They have absorbed some blows, you could say. So he gets to make a... Let's see, does he get to make the dex saving throw still? ends its turn. Yeah, you still get the dex saving throw. Okay. Oops. He fails. He takes 10 damage. He looks real bad. He cries out, and his eyes are watering. He shields himself from the fire. I hope your friends got a good plan. It cannot take much more, Captain. And with that, I
he
think...
looks over, there's just a giant octopus.
Yeah, what is happening? I think we are going to end this session in a very dire position in the middle of a giant war zone. Thank you to Chris, Heather, Rochelle, Raymond, and Reese for playing. Thank you to all our wonderful fans for watching. Go to RogueWatson.com for recaps. Patreon.com/RogueWatson if you would like to support the channel. We are live streaming our D&D adventures every week. And we will see you all next time. I'm sure it will all go smoothly.
I'm sure it will. Not like we're all in terrible position.